One of the important purposes of the camp is simply to help create allies, to build and strengthen the relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples from a perspective of leadership and gentleness through positive reinforcement and healthy introduction, because too much of Indigenous history is side pressed or dismissed or ignored, and a lot of what non-Indigenous peoples know about Indigenous peoples is what limited amounts are in education, but also with what media has been portraying Indigenous societies, Indigenous peoples across the country. So one of the things that this camp provides is an opportunity for people who don't normally get involved in cultural events and activities, whether Indigenous events or other than Western European cultural events. This is an opportunity for both Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples to come together and share, learn, and spend time to be outside of in an urban setting and in the rural area of where Indigenous culture comes from, which is the land. And when we connect with the land, then we all become human. And when we all become human, we begin to realize we have a job together.
A few years ago, I was living in Mississauga, First Nation, and I have family from Manitoulin Island and also from Airland First Nation, which is near Thunder Bay. So around that time, in 2017, a trailer hitch was thrown at Barbara Kentner, and then she died shortly after. And it was a racially motivated murder, and when she passed away, it really impacted me emotionally, and it impacted a lot of other people emotionally. The community that I was spending time with, learning more about my culture, a lot of students and a lot of other people were communicating to me that they felt like their lives didn't matter as Indigenous people. And it just hurt my heart to the core. I remember crying about her death, and I remember listening to songs like The Virus by A Tribe Called Red, and I was just like angry and sad, and I really felt compelled to do something about it. And so it was the middle of July when I was like, I'm going to make a camp where non-Indigenous and Indigenous people are going to come together and start trying to understand each other better.
I think it's really important for my children to be present in this because it's normalizing activities and behaviors that they should be involved in and exposed to. So in a weekend like this, we're here together as a family, we're interacting with others who are like-minded and have similar goals. They're seeing people who are living healthy and free from drug and alcohol addictions, who are seeking to heal from addictive patterns or past traumas. And we're normalizing that it's okay to have traumas that you need to heal from, and it's okay to find those safe spaces, and just teaching them as well to respect others in their journeys.
I like the elders here because they teach us the ways of the native language.
Well, I mean, it's definitely really awesome, and it feels really safe for people who want to reconnect with their own culture. And just by listening to what some of the non-Indigenous people have said and reflected on upon being here, it sounds like for them there's a lot of new understandings. There's only so much you can do by reading about something or hearing about it in the news. But by actually witnessing things and being in relationship with one another, you can really see them starting to understand that, Anishinaabe people have this incredibly rich and complex and brilliant system of looking at the world and seeing things. And it's just really awesome to see them like just kind of dipping their toe into that complexity and realizing like how deep the ocean is.
What I most believe in is the capacity building that we have to achieve with our children. There are children here, and to, as we are in sacred places, as we learn these teachings, these children they may be in the lodges with us, they may be right beside us as we receive these teachings, or they might be playing, they might be, playing wherever they are in the camp. They're watching, they're listening, they're learning from our examples. And so the more work that we do into revitalization and reclaiming our culture, the more that our children will be able to move forward in better ways than we have. Because in this way of life, the ancestors that we have had in the past, we seek to honor them, but we also seek to honor the new ancestors, our children. And so we always keep in mind 7 generations behind, 7 generations ahead. And for me, when I see these children laugh and play and learn, it means the world to me, and it means the world to, it means the world to everybody.